This young man on stand number 3. A train could run over him and he wouldn't even care. He's only up there shearing the sheep and he's fired into it. Round behind the ear. Colin J, you saw him shearing into the semi-final. You thought, wow, this guy's got something going for him. He's the first to come to the long road. He's on the long road from Taronga Howe. Turns to the last side. Look at that. Isn't that poetry?
Total concentration. Round onto the last side.
Go, Steve!
A great deal ahead of the field. In fact, he's right there. All the shearers are right there with him. There's no picking in it. Nobody's ahead yet. He could be ahead on stand 3. Might be the first to finish his first sheep.
Seconds.
Then goes old from Taronga Howe. Peacockie, man on stand 2. Blair Carroll. Down the valley he shears, and now goes Andy Burton from down by the lead. Neil Fagan's got his out on the board down there on stand 5. Seems to get forgotten about this. We can't see him way down there.
Go, Steve.
He'll be pleased about that. Just shear on quietly, do a good job. Hold on a bit of faith, sneak up behind him and don't tell anybody you're coming.
That's exactly right. Neil Fagan sneaks along up around behind the ear, but it is that Taronga Howe man. Onto the long road, he's tearing it along. He's on the ear. Taronga Howe, they sound very smart, very similar, but they're miles apart, ladies and gentlemen. It's not miles apart when it comes to the speed. Stephen Old's right there with the speed. Down the last side he comes. McCarroll, the robotical shearer, very clinical this guy. Every stroke's a winning stroke as McCarroll comes down the last side. Young Andy Burton coming down the last side as well, but it is Taronga Howe. He's going for sheep number 3. And the time, ladies and gentlemen, is only 2 minutes and 3 seconds. These guys are going quicker than the open fella.
Well, sure you haven't seen the open final in Northland yet. As I said before, I think it was about 14 minutes something last year for the 20 sheep. These are senior shearers. Topknot comes up on stand 3. The sheep wanted to keep its hairdo for the winter. Didn't like a few haircuts. Chris Eddy from Taronga Howe wasn't giving that sheep any choice. It's going to lose all its wool now.
Right here, right now. He holds it along low that he's flying. But look at the old boy. His name's not old for nothing. He's shearing with an old head tonight. He might be a young guy, but down he comes. Everything is precision. Stephen Old from Taronga, that's in the Waikato. Down the last side he comes. Roots it out there. Beautiful length of his arm there, making the most of it. Young Fagan, they tell me this young Fagan's not even 20 years of age at Colin J, and he's already into the senior class. These Fagan guys, they don't muck around in the young stuff. They move straight on.
Not only is he in the senior class, he's in the senior final. Here at the Northern Shears, Autumn Shearing Championship from the Warkworth Town Hall. Here he goes for sheep number 4. There's Stephen Old from here on stand 4. That's got the lead. Then comes Chris Eddy on stand 3. Then Blair McCarroll from the bookie. Then Andy Burton from Cameron. There's not much in it, less than half a sheep. They're only halfway through them yet, not even halfway through them yet.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's only about 3.5 minutes coming up to 4 minutes, and these guys are halfway through their 4 sheep. Hits the front as Chris Eddy. I thought he might have got cleaned up back there, but he's hit the front. Look at this guy, ladies and gentlemen. This is what total concentration. We need the whole country to put this much effort into it, and we'll be out of the crap. On the last side he goes. Down on the last side comes Old. Come on, Chris Eddy. That's not far from where I live, Colin James. I'm going to be barracking for Chris Eddy. Down the valley he goes. Oh, look at that little honey of a sheep that Stephen Old has pulled out. There's no backstop on it. There's the old good one amongst them, ladies and gentlemen. Sorry, the all good. Up the neck goes Chris Eddy. Up the neck goes Old. Burton coming down the last side. McCarroll just sitting there foxing. They're on sheep number 5. Time's on there halfway through. We're only on 4 minutes and 40 seconds. These young fellas are really tearing into it at night, Colin J.
They're tearing into it right. They're shearing very well, these senior shearers. Round on the last side comes stand 3 and 4. That sheep of Stephen Old struggled a bit. It's a flyer if it only sits still, but that's the trouble with good-looking shearing sheep. Seem to be a bit livelier. Down the last side he comes here, that's Chris Eddy. Again, going to change his handpiece, that's halfway. Showing 5 sheep on that gear. Change it and I'll do another handpiece. That's good tactics. Might lose a few seconds changing that handpiece, but you'll always make it up in the long run with a better cut. Nice cool handpiece in your warm hand. Fresh gear.
Feel it, Steve.
That's slightly thinner comb now that you've got your confidence up.
He's getting quicker than Cresini, always the other shearer's getting slower. Up the neck he goes and onto the first shoulder. Burton goes in for sheet number 6. McCarroll onto the underline on sheet number 6. Jason, wow, they're really starting to fly. Fagan is probably the last one in the field, but look at this, ladies and gentlemen. 5 minutes and 40 odd seconds, and they're coming down the last side of sheet number 6. These guys are quick. 410 in a 9-hour day. At this stage, they go and they'll do 510. Now on the last side comes Edie. Last side for all. Very quiet this crowd here tonight. Here he goes for sheet number 7. Out he comes. What's he got?
In goes Old. Old brings another one out, but this man on stand 3, Liam McCarroll, don't count him out. Very good quality shearer, very focused. Just hanging back there, shearing, keeping the job right, not being buckled by the speedsters. All very well to have a race, but quality plays a big part in who gets the first prize. You can be as far ahead as you like through the middle, but who is ahead at the end that really counts. Chris Edie reckons that's me, I'll be ahead at the end. Down onto the long bow, he's shearing. Stephen Old grabs the lead off him as he works out through that shoulder, shearing along very steadily, through control. They turn into the last side together. 1 and 5 bring their 6 sheep out onto the board. 7 sheep.
Isn't it great, Colin J, that the styles of these shearers are not all the same, because this guy, Edie, you've got to give him top marks because he's giving 150%. He may not be in the front now, he's just been pipped by Old, but he's giving 150%. Old's giving about 100% and he's just cruising along. That's the style. The style, ladies and gentlemen, is what it's about. Who's coming up the cone or who's just giving it there? It's coming down to Guston, now up the next goes Edie. He's not going to give in, Colin J.
I don't think he's a man to give in for. Remember, he's a water-rattle man.
He's not going to give up, all right, ladies and gentlemen. He's the first to turn to the long blow. The other boys are just starting to trail the field a little bit now. McCarroll just turned to the other one. Chris Edie's turning to the last side. Turns to the last side. This is a good one. The Prolonia man from the Waikato. And the Prolonia man from the Hawke's Bay. Down the last side goes Edie. He's firing in those shots, ladies and gentlemen. He's a whirlwind. As he goes in for sheet number 9, we're going to see if Stephen Owl can pick him up. And he goes for sheet number 9. We should get this guy. Get the All Blacks a video of this guy here, and that might get them going. Look at the concentration, that man's face. Look at him, he's a real comeback. He's comeback. Send them a video of Chris Edie shearing, and that'll get anybody going. Look at that, ladies and gentlemen. What face on this guy. Totally focused and around the first shoulder he goes. Hold on to the first shoulder also. Colin J, I don't think these other guys are going to catch them up.
I don't think so either, Coro. They're on their second last sheep, only 1 sheep left in the pen. And Chris Edie's got a flyer as he turns into the last ride. 3 or 4 blows ahead of Old. Down over that last side shoulder. If he's got a good sheep in the pen, Chris Edie's going to be first off. But has he done the work right? Has he kept that tone on the skin? Has he got all the wool off? I think he must be near enough, he reckons. Then he goes for sheep number 10.
He's on for sheep number 10, ladies and gentlemen. Sheep number 10, he's shorn very well. It would be good to see him take the style out, but you never know. Those sheep are going to pass through the porthole there, and there's some more judges with the white coats. They're looking at the sheep, they tip it upside down. The only thing they don't look for out the back is what their teeth look like. But this guy, Chris Edie, I just heard somebody say, send a video to our cricketers. Well, I don't know, because he's really doing well. This is cheeky Australian crowd here tonight. Our cricketers need all the help they can get. Send them a video. Edie, look at that style, ladies and gentlemen. He's really focused tonight, isn't he, Colin J?
He's been focused all day. He's shorn his heart out through the fifth in the semi-final. And now he's shorn his heart out through the final. He's going to be first off. $10 transport. Senior final. First off, Edie from Corona House. Stephen Old, strawberry control.
The Bruno Stephen Old. Number 10 on the board for the shearers here on stand 1. Andy Burton. That was a good final, ladies and gentlemen. I think unofficially under 10 minutes also. That's really quick.
That's pretty quick shearing. These are senior shearers. We've got the open final to come yet.
Liam McCarroll skipped his head, ladies and gentlemen. He's a quality shearer. He's been runner-up in some of the big shows. He would like to take this one out, and he's not too far behind. Every time 20 seconds ticks by, Chris Eady wins 1 point from these other guys. But he may have the quality. He may have the quality out the back and on the board to take this out. Fagan is another one that doesn't compromise everything. He is quality-minded as well. Ladies and gentlemen, that's the Neville brothers. They're the general carriers from Silverdale.
Neil Fagan finishes his 22 on stand 5. His title is on the mat tonight. All these other shooters that I could take it off him. Paul Avery from Stratford. One of the competitors. We'll look forward to seeing how he gets on tonight. They've got 20 sheep in the pen. They showed them last year. I'm pretty sure it was about 14 minutes, Koru. We could run a bit of a sweepstake. You reckon we can't do it in under 20 minutes? We'll leave the Northland sheep.
We've got a battle on our hands. The timekeepers are ready.
They're not good.
Shearers are ready. Shearers, get set, go!
They're not
They're
good.
flying for sheep number 1, and out on the board they go. This sheep are being warmed up, and look at Nigel Brown, he's got a little honey. Down the belly he goes in, he's the first one to turn into the underline. 800 sheep. He's probably shown about 200 sheep before most of you get up and have your wheat fix in the morning. Nigel Brown had a day's work most people would be proud of. He's the first to turn onto the shoulder. Colin Day, we're in for a quick one.
We're in for a quick one, like I said. We used to think it was quick when they did them in 17 minutes. They get faster every year. I think as they get more experience, round on so long, though, they all turn pretty much of a muchness. Look at this, Paul Avery quietly working away on stand 1, down onto the first leg, down onto that back leg. Big load going in. That's Nigel Brown again. Oh, that's unfortunate that sheep tripped him up. Don't worry about it from that. He'll recover from that smartly enough. Settle it down. Away he goes. Often that upsets the sheep, but he's got to settle down. And not even going to get time to kick.
48 seconds, ladies and gentlemen, with that first sheep out in 48 seconds. David Fagan, the first one to step up the neck on sheep number 2. We'll keep you updated. We've got an eye on the clock here, but it's all unofficial. Round behind here he goes. David Fagan steps onto the long low. He had a wee bit of a farming accident back there in the new year, but look at him now. He's back and stronger than ever before. Put on a bit of beef David, but it's probably done him the world of good. Now he's got more power to push that handpiece along. Down the last side he comes, and he would be the first one in for sheep number 3, and we're on 1 minute and 38 seconds. And he goes for sheep number 3. The boys in the pen, they'll keep an eye on them. These guys in the pen's a good mean, Colin J.
They're all shearers. They've done well. They've got enough shown through the day. They know what they've got to do. They've received instructions from these finalists. There'll be no second chances. They'll get told if they do it wrong.
They'll get told that they're going to do it wrong, and we've got a TV camera here tonight, and he's focusing on the champion down there. He would be looking at Scotland in a couple of years' time to regain the world crown. That's David Fagan. Down the last side he comes. He would be a little bit disappointed to know that an Australian's taken that crown out because he's had it twice, and he's looking forward to doing it again. He's only a young man, this David Fagan, but my, has he packed a lot of experience into the head of it. Out he goes with sheep number 4. 2 minutes and 33 seconds. Colin Day, he's getting quicker.
So too is Nigel Brown. Nigel Brown keeping up with him, this man on stand 2. You've never seen such a smile on all your life when he heard he qualified for the final tonight. Up the neck he comes, onto that sheep. He's leading the field at this stage, but it doesn't matter how far ahead you are when you've only done 4 sheep. There's 16 left to go. It's important to be in the lead at the finish. Don't count him out. He doesn't fizzle out. He's a fit man. He can shear 800 of these sorts. Brown onto the last side he comes, but David Fagan, the experience shows for a lot. He can pour on the pace and put out a very quick sheep just to catch up a lot of ground, and the quality has never been in doubt. David Fagan first in Bruce, 5th sheep.
Sheet number 5 on the board for David Fagan, and it's only 3 minutes and 24 seconds. This guy started to go into the ozone layer, ladies and gentlemen, as he picks it up. One more blow under the neck there, and sorry, and he stepped up the neck. He didn't go under the neck, he went over the neck. Johnny Kirkpatrick would have to be next one up there. Nigel Brown, come on Nigel, this is a big final for you. $2,000 is the prize, the Warkworth Concrete Industries Open Final. He'd love to take this back to Tobor tonight. Down towards the long low he goes. He stretches out, really swinging around. The work's really been done now. He would be the closest to David Fagan, who's on the last shoulder. Down the last side comes Ball. Kirkpatrick down the last side. Avery must be doing the bigger fellas, the big suckers. He would start to count down his pen, Colin J, because that's how Avery works. He does the big fellas first and then works his way through the pen, and you watch him come back at them.
Well, he had a kicker just before that, giving quite a bit of trouble, lost him quite a bit of ground, but he'll be working away, trying to make it up. Just remains to be seen whether he can catch these speedsters. They're all pretty quick. Got to do some very fast sheets to catch up to the likes of David Fagan, Nigel Brown, Dean Ball, and John Kirkpatrick. Fagan drops into the long blows. Brown's into the long blows.
Nigel Brown was the first to turn to the last side on sheet number 6. 4 minutes and 50-odd seconds, ladies and gentlemen. And look at this. These jokers are heading in for sheet number 7. Fagan puts down that big hunky chunk blow, and there he goes in for sheet number 7. Brown with a little bit of car wee-wee. He screws it down a little bit. Get out of here. He goes in for sheet number 7. Out he comes, and this is a real battle, ladies and gentlemen. These guys are really pumping. This is not for the faint-hearted, ladies and gentlemen. You've got to be quick and you've got to be smart. Fagan sets up the neck. Brown sets up the neck. In goes Avery for sheet number 7. They've all got sheet number 7 on the board. This sheet here, I reckon it's too big, Colin J. They look like these guys are going to have problems with these sheets.
They're very lively sheep, right? They've picked right from the start, haven't they? They're good sheep. They're fairly quick, but they're a bit lively. These blokes can handle them though. Round the long low comes John Kirkpatrick chasing hard. He's on the last side. Only half a last side behind David Fagan. Down comes Dean Ball. Fagan puts one out. Brown's going to be next. Then it'll be Kirkpatrick. Then Dean Ball. Then Paul Avery. Paul's trailing the field a little bit at this stage. Don't count him out though. He's the current autumn shearing champion.
There he goes, ladies and gentlemen. Every one of these sheep to the champion tonight is worth $100. Not a bad pay packet as they step around behind the ear. Nigel Brown's hanging there with David Fagan. He goes up around the ear also. Fagan onto the long blow. He's getting quicker as this sheep getting a bit better. Round the first shoulder goes Brown. First shoulder for Ball. First shoulder for Kirkpatrick. Up the whip goes Paul Avery. Down the last side comes Brown. Last side for David Fagan. Now ladies and gentlemen, we're only on about 6 minutes and 40 seconds, and we're going in for sheet number 9. This is quick, Colin J.
We're fairly quick. We're moving along at a good pace. We always do at the Northern Shears Gurus. These Northern Shears Open Finals, like I said before, they're quick. David Fagan leading the way as he plows into that undermine. 2 big blows. Now that gives you an indication of what a good season these sheep have had. They're fairly big, they're fairly wide. Often they only do 1 blow up that undermine, but they can get enough pull off, step up the neck. But they're all doing 2 blows tonight. Fagan opening up that lead, he's settling back, got the bit between his teeth, round the long blow onto the last side. Dominating it, making it look so easy. Down over that last side shoulder.
Down the last side comes Fagan. Well, of course, you've just heard Colin J. They were only doing 1 blow in the undermine. That's how well and kind the season has been. They tell me the farmers have had a wonderful season, and it looks like it too. The grass is growing. The sheep are too big for the shearer. They're certainly not shearer sheep, but these guys are pumping them out. Out they go. Belly's off for Fagan. He's into the undermine on sheet number 10, and we're only on 7 minutes. 7 minutes and 50 seconds, and sheet number 10's on the board. Are they going to get quicker and go under that 15 minutes? We'll see, ladies and gentlemen. Johnny Kirkpatrick would be the closest to David Fagan as he turns to the last side. The 5-yard tour kids onto the first shoulder. Fagan's on the long blow, sitting him down there. Onto the long blow goes Johnny Kirkpatrick. Dean Ball on the long blow, but it is Nigel Brown. Brown's come back and hit the Comes again, he's gone away. I thought he might have done it. He must have done a couple of big suckers there halfway through. Down the last side comes Brown, Fagan. I think they're coming back at them. Fagan's spot changes the cutter.
In goes Kirkpatrick, he's not going to change his gear yet. In he goes, going to carry on, but David Fagan, the time he's been changing that cutter, will be made up by the better cut he'll get. You watch his hands there flying out, but he's got that new cutter on.
Ladies and gentlemen, there's a cutter change on stand 3 and stand 5. This is going to make a lot of difference because Dean Ball is a tremendous shearer, a wonderful stars as he steps up the neck. Sit still, you little one. Is probably what he's saying to himself, ladies and gentlemen. Excuse the language, but we're getting excited here. The crowd's gotten quieter. Brown's coming down the last side. Fagan's coming down the last side.
Kirkpatrick's coming down the last side.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's in there. 9 minutes and 23 seconds and David Fagan's got 12 on the board. In goes Kirkpatrick with 12. He changes the handpiece. Fagan hasn't changed the handpiece yet. Ooh, look at the style. This guy, when he gets a bit of heat put on him, he starts to rise to the occasion. Fagan sets up the neck. He's starting to enjoy it, Colin J.
I think they're all starting to enjoy it. They're really getting wound up. Kirkpatrick sets up the neck. Brown's up the neck, Avery's dropping into the long road, he's starting to move again, this current Autumn Shearing champion on stand 1, dropping into the long road. He was quite a way behind before when that sheep got it, kicked a bit and he cleared out his pen, got rid of the big one, got rid of the tougher one. Down over that last side shoulder he comes, that's Fagan. Oh, that sheep's giving him a bit of trouble, every one of them has had trouble with at least one sheep. That sheep won't be there very long, David.
Righto, I would say Paul Avery's done his bigger sheep, not so good sheep he's done already, and he's the first one to go around behind the ear and drop onto the first shoulder. The current reigning champion, ladies and gentlemen, has hit the front. He's onto the long low. The baby-faced assassin is what we call him. He's the first to turn to the last side. Down the last side he comes. Fagan's chasing him down the last side. Johnny Kirkpatrick also. Whoa, Colin Day, these guys are really pumping. Down the last side they come. Oh, it's Avery is the first one up for sheep number 14. Change the handpiece. A new steel coming on. Come on, you guys, get him behind it because David Fagan just changed his gear also, Colin Day.
He's changed his handpiece, they're up to sheep 14 and he's changed his one sheep early to what he would normally do, 7 sheep. Yeah, that'll be about right, 7 sheep for the first cutter, 7 sheep for the second cutter, change your handpiece for the last 7. He's changed his handpiece one early. He's every cut he can get. Kirkpatrick's into the long road. Kirkpatrick's leading the way there on stand 4. They're all had a bit of a turn at leading the pace. Kirkpatrick's round to the last side.
Down the last side comes Johnny Kirkpatrick. He's got a new gear on and he's humping and pumping, ladies and gentlemen. He's loving it. Down the last side he comes. His sheep number 15 looks like it's coming to me. Come to me, baby, he's saying to himself. And he goes, and it's only 11 minutes and 54 seconds. Johnny Kirkpatrick, the fight after a man's got his 15 sheep on the board. Kirkpatrick's into the underline. 1, 2, and boy, can he go, ladies and gentlemen. He steps up the neck. The turbocharger is starting to kick in, Johnny. Round the first shoulder he goes, Colin J.
Well, he's certainly got the lead now. He's gained up even more lead on David Fagan. As David left cleaning, he's setting up till too late. Round onto the last side. Look at that. Johnny Kirkpatrick clearing out on the field. This is something you won't often see.
Come on, Johnny!
David Fagan this late in the open final. But he'll come back shortly. You wait and see. Down the last side he comes. There's some very quick, very wide blows going in. Kirkpatrick goes in for another one. Fagan goes in for another one. Paul Avery, you'll be next in for another one. Down the last side he comes.
Wow. Ladies and gentlemen, you haven't seen a change seesaw of these leaders seesaw as much as I have tonight. This has been a real good open final. Normally David Fagan has gone out the front and he says goodbye. But this moment here, Johnny Kirkpatrick from Playhouse is saying, mate, I'm reeling you in, I'm loving this. On the last side, he turns. He's ahead of everybody. Johnny Kirkpatrick down the last side. Hagen's coming down the last side. Brown sets up the neck. Dean Bull on the first shoulder. Paul Avery's on the shoulder. This is vicious, Colin J.
It's vicious. This is going to be Johnny Kirkpatrick's turn to take away the first prize. Wouldn't that be a kind of little Peter up to take that first prize away?
Into the undermine goes Johnny Kirkpatrick, 1-2, and humps it up there. That'll do, my friend. Up the neck he goes. Sit still, honey. I only want you more than you can keep your skin. Round the shoulder he goes. He spurts away. Onto the log blows. Wall flicks in for cheek. Number 17. Brown goes in for 17. Paul Avery now has got his work cut out for him because Johnny Kirkpatrick's coming down the last side. Come on, you Playhouse tour people. Get him behind Johnny Kirkpatrick. He's right there with him. There is only 3 sheep left in his pen, and I do think he will like to take out the speed stake. And he goes for sheep number 18, Colin J.
Come on, Johnny! That pen, then goes Fagan. He's only 2 blows behind. Don't count him out. He's pretty well overtaken Kirkpatrick yet. He's done it before. He did it to Digger Down a couple of years ago. Poor old Digger thought he had it, but Fagan came from behind on the last side of the last sheep and beat him off. Johnny Kirkpatrick will be right to all these tricks. In goes Paul Avery, just sitting behind the pace a little bit. He's waiting to pounce.
Ooh, ladies and gentlemen, we're in for a good one now. On the long blow and turning for the last side of Johnny Kirkpatrick. One big sweeping blow and Fagan turns to the last side. Now he's starting to pump. Ladies and gentlemen, he's got sparks coming out of his nose. He knows that Kirkpatrick's got 2 more. Fagan hits the front again. And here he goes. Fagan hits the front. Kirkpatrick there. Who's got a BUC? Oh, Kirkpatrick's got a little honey of a shape. I think he will be the first to turn to the undermine. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, he would be the first to step up the neck. Up the neck goes Kirkpatrick. Round behind the ear goes Kirkpatrick, Colin Day.
He's certainly taken it to the delight. Give it to him, Johnny Bull. It'll be great to see you take out the speed stakes. We won't even have you as the first prize winner. Round the long blow comes David Fagan. Look at the woods of those blows. Pick that sheep up. 1 more blow and he's into the last side. Just 1 blow behind Kirkpatrick, but he's got a powerful last side.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, there is 1 more sheep in the pen. We're up to 15 minutes and 45. Who's got it? Oh, Johnny Kirkpatrick's got a little bit. He's the first one to turn into the undermine. David Fagan's going to have to honk along now. Up the neck goes Kirkpatrick. Up the neck goes Fagan. Round behind the ears goes Kirkpatrick. Long goes for Clark. Sorry for Avery. Nigel Brown coming down the last side. Paul was down the last side, but look, who's the first to turn for the last side? It's a dead heater, ladies and gentlemen. Down the last side comes Kirkpatrick. Down the last side comes Kirkpatrick. Kirkpatrick's going to be good. Ladies and gentlemen, give it a good hand.
Reigning champion down there on the last side. On-stand one.
They've all got 20 sheep on the board, ladies and gentlemen, and there was 1 second between Kirkpatrick and Fagan. That's how close it is. Give them a good hand.
As you know, our first getting further. We'll have the prize money back to it. Dean Bull, look at the quality of that sheep. He's pounding around, not far behind the leaders. Less than a sheep, he's probably only about 20 seconds, which is only 1 point. There's Nigel Brown, and he's on the open ball. That's our Warkworth.
Ladies and gentlemen, give them a good hand as they leave the field.